Well, things are going really well at the moment. 9 games into the season. We are in second place on 22 points. I do not expect that to last, but we're aiming for top 4 this year. European football would be nice. PSG has fallen off a little bit. 2 draws, 1 loss. Who'd they lose to? Nice, who are currently top of the league. They're currently undefeated. They've had 2 draws as well. If we look at the schedule since Reims and Auxerre, we beat Rennes 2-0. We beat Strasbourg 2-1. We beat Lille 2-0. A lot of very good games. Mendes picked up an injury here. He'll be out for a little bit. Guay had a penalty kick. Itten had a goal here. This is, I broke out the 3-4-1-2 here just to give the guys another formation to play with. I've used it before. It's been a while. I think the last time I used this was in FM23. I want to say it's been a really long time. I may have broken it out a couple times since then, but this is just my backup formation. I got the personnel for it, especially when my wingbacks are tired or injured or I don't have any. Speaking of which, I did pick up another wingback. Michael Carbonic from Poland. He comes to us from Brighton. He was at Olympiacos, and then he was at Brighton. Had an okay season for them 1 year, and then didn't play. They released him. We picked him up on a free, and he was able to come right into the squad. He plays both wing backs, plays both backs, plays center mid, and attacking mid. He's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none, which means he's not the greatest, but he's not the worst. Now, I had an issue with the game. The skin I'm using, every once in a while, likes to throw an error out. I don't know what it is. It's something behind the scenes, but it only ever happens when I'm using this skin. It threw an error out, and how you fix it is you start the game back up, and before you even go into the game, you go into the preferences, and you reset it to the base skin. Then you restart the game up again, you reload the skin, you bring it in. You go from there. If that doesn't work, you delete the skin out of your skins folder, and then it should boot up in the base skin because that's all you have loaded. So I deleted the skin out, tried booting it up to the base skin, game wouldn't load. Tried deleting the cache, deleting all that stuff, game still wouldn't load. What I ended up having to do was literally remove the game from my computer and re-download it. And when I re-downloaded it, it also managed to do something to the SI folder in your documents. It overwrote everything I had there, which I don't think should happen, but in this case it did. And one of the things it did was overwrote some of the other saves I had going on, including my blog save that I have going with Santa Clara, and all the screenshots I had saved. It deleted them. So I have this actually saved on the cloud, and I didn't have my Santa Clara blog saved on my Santa Clara blog save on the cloud. I thought I did, but I didn't, which was like kind of disappointing when I found that out. I undeleted it. I have an undelete program, works really, really well. Won't open the PNG files that I had saved as screenshots. I can bring in the Santa Clara save game and it won't open it up. I can bring it onto my laptop over here. It won't open it up. So the Santa Clara save is dead, which is really kind of annoying. I was having some real good fun with it. It was a very good save. I really liked it. But I brought the skin back in here, and for some reason, even though if I go to my players and, blue is good, green is great, orange is and red is bad. If I go here, it's not reflecting those colors here. Now, I've left a message for Jimin on the forums about this. I think it's just something going on behind the scenes. It's obviously a me issue, but that's why those are kind of gray, and they're just not standing out at the moment. So, but as you can see, he really has no weaknesses in his game other than jumping reach, and he's 5'8", 145 pounds. He's not going to be in the scrum. He's a decent tackler with okay aggression, okay bravery. He's got decent technique, decent flair, decent dribbling, decent first touch, good off the decent off the ball. I mean, he's decent. For a guy on a free I could bring in on a Joker transfer, he totally fits the bill. Okay, so this is the squad we're going with today. We're going to have a Kubi in goal, Junior Twanzebe as the defensive back, Sanchez and Mendes as the wing backs, Memisevic behind Herrera and Demir, Tabidi and Beza as the attacking mids, with Guay up top as the striker. Beza sends it in, it's knocked away. Tabidi gets it to Herrera. Herrera back to Sanchez. Sanchez to Duca, long shot, and Lopez got a hand on it. Beza. Arwar. Heads it away. Herrera picks it up. Gets it back to Mendez. Mendez. And the highlight ends. That was interesting. Kakare gets it to Ali. He's dispossessed. Goes right to Vandenberg, though. Costello to Kakare. Out to Lazaro. He gets it to Awar, corner of the box. And Ali is there, but he heads it across the goal. Over the goal, rather. Mimicevic holds up the ball. Twanzebe to Demir. Out to Mendez. Mendez gets it to Beza. Beza back to Mimicevic. Twanzebe. Mendez. Back and forth. There's a whole other side of the ball. Who's he trying to send it to? I realize we're wearing the green, but it's not the same color as the grass. Beza to Mendez. Mendez almost loses it. Gets it in. Beza heads it down to Demir. Top of the box off the crossbar. Enough spin on the ball to send it curling out of bounds for a cool kick. It's a very St. Etienne game at the moment. Decent number of shots, decent number on target. Our XG is low, and we've got 73% possession. And they're saying Herrera is gassed, which, granted, he wasn't full strength before the match, but he shouldn't be gassed 42 minutes into it. Finally, back and forth to Tabidi. Beza. Back to Demir. Out to Mendez. Mendez driving forward. Beza takes it. Guay's there, and he scores. That was nice. Got something going on in the background here. Because the game is stuttering, and it shouldn't be stuttering. Happy with how we are doing. Mendez to Demir. Off the side of his foot to Beza. Out to Mendez. Crosses it in. Tabidi's there, and Lopez a very nice save and picks up the rebound as well. Demir to Beza. Dispossessed by Tagliafico. Costello to Samari. Up to Awar. Up into space. Ali got by the defenders. Oh, and he put too much on it. It hit the crossbar and went over. Had an opportunity and just muffed it. Vandenberg up to Ali, but Twanzebe out jumps him. Demir. Beza. Gueye was there. Lopez a very nice save, but I'm pretty sure Gueye was offsides. He is. Coming up on 60 minutes here. You know what? We will take a look at some subs. Herrera is gassed, so we'll bring on Basic. Demir's gas. We'll bring on Dewey. Ryerson on the throne for Leon. Fabra. Lazaro's there and they equalize. He didn't look offsides. So attacking the last 20 minutes of the game. Well, admittedly, while a draw would be frustrating, Leon's got an XG of 2.5, and they just scored. I said that out loud. But Dewey, Basic. He has done that more often the past few games. It's like he has no field awareness anymore. It's like he has no idea where the enemy, where the opposing players are. He's lofting passes like that, and just... I love playing this formation. I never thought I'd say that about a formation where I'm just playing one striker up top, but I love this formation. But you need 3 good midfielders. And Basic making plays like that, just... I wish I knew what was going on with him. Let's take a look at him here real quick. Assuming we can. Game did not crash this time. Let me save it here real quick. Holy cow, I need another haircut. This weekend, Saturday, my barber's back from his Christmas vacation and cruise. So, positions 12, positioning 12, technique 15. His attributes haven't changed. If anything, they've gone up. Crossing, finishing, tackling. Admittedly, some of his skills have gone down, but at the same time, he is also 28 years old. He still shouldn't be making passes like that, and he's been doing it way too often And that is our first loss in 6 games. I'm really kind of peeved about that. But you know what? That just bodes ill for Lens, because we are absolutely going to kick their tails here in 6 days. So we're going to be back with that match here in just a bit. Oh, it was a solid week of practice other than Bachman getting injured. He is available, but not necessarily playable, which is fine. What I need to do is bring Memisevic up. Actually, Carbonic up. Étienne got injured as well. He's out for a week to 10 days. Nothing too serious. So we're going to have a Kubi in goal, Nagalo and Jr. as the defensive back, Sanchez and Tempt as the wing backs, Demir at the defensive mid behind Herrera and Badui, Tabiti and Agudelo as the midfielders, and Guay up top as the striker. So Lens isn't the strongest squad. That just means they're going to give us 110%, and we're going to be fighting an uphill battle both ways. Ampadu to Conte, Marin to Costa. Costa feeds Park. Park breaking right. Baseline, tries crossing it in. Nagalo heads it away. Tabiti bangs it forward. Becca heads it down, though. Marin dinks it to Park. On flipping reel. On flipping reel as Ampadu misses the header. Tommy heads the ball down. Badui back to Demir. Over to Nagalo. Out to Sanchez on the left. Got some space. Tabiti. Got help. Herrera's there and he equalizes. His 6th goal of the season. He's been a very good pickup for us. Quite happy I found him. One of the youth players I looked at earlier, the kid from Israel, he's got some skills. 17 years old, I'm fully scouting him, and he's going on the short list, that's for sure. Very good midfielder, defensive midfielder type. So we go into half fairly equal, statistically. Quiet second half so far. Sanchez just got injured. Said he had a tight hamstring earlier, but I looked at it and said he was fine. And we may as well get Herrera off. We're going to bring on Basic, see if he can't redeem himself for these past few games. I mean, numbers-wise, he's still good. It's just he's doing some stuff on the field that's absolutely driving me up the wall. Badui gives the ball up. Maleka up into space. Oh, he's dispossessed by Demir. Aguero tries setting it in, loses the ball. Nagalo ends up with the ball. Passes up in space for Tabiti. Agudelo. Tomé. Gueye right at Bertog. Costa lofts it in. Nunez is there. Oh, his first ever goal. Go him. Yay us. Jeez. Muriel from distance. Kubi. Nice save. Naduka got in front of the follow-up to Costa. And that's the highlight. It's not like we haven't had our chances, apparently. 2 clear-cut chances. Decent possession advantage. XG 1.02. Last chance. Demir. Out to Tomé. Tomé up to Agudelo. Avoids the tackle. Basic over to Carbonic. He pushes forward. He's in the box. Loses it, but Basic is right there and he scores his 2nd goal of the season. I can't think that doesn't make up for all the other stupid passes he made last game, though. Comes close, but... Oh, look, a kickoff highlight. Marin to Nunez. Muriel up into space. Martin's got by all the defenders, but right at a Kubi. Okay, he just bombs it forward. Vidi. Basic is going to end up, and he's fouled. From distance, into the crowd, knocked away. Martins. Blow the whistle, ref. Okay, it's 1v4 and 1 is winning. Flipping reel. Get the game here real quick. Brewstick has some potential. 17 flair, 15 technique. Hold off the ball. 15 passing, 14 fitness, 13 work rate, 14 balance, 16 determination, 14 leadership. He is on the short list. Scroll down and find the other guy. Yep, Moaz Calderon. He's currently at Maccabi Tel Aviv. We scouted him for 2 games. This is what he's looking like now. His strength and acceleration and his pace are a little bit on the low side, but he's grading out at 5-star potential. And doesn't really have a ton of weaknesses in his game. Composure's a little low. Pretty sure we added him to the 2, but I guess not. Let's keep an eye out on them. Both of those guys I found through ScreenFlow because the under something is going on right now. Sanchez is out for 1 to 3 days with a tight hammy. We are going to come back for Lorient and whoever we're playing in the French Cup 9th round. We had 2 losses this episode, which means we're down in 3rd. 4th. We're down in 4th. And Nice is still top of the table. Point behind PSG. Demir's out for too many yellow cards next match. Won't that be? Amuga should be back, though. Get him some more playing time. Start rotating in some of these youngsters. That's what I need to do, is start rotating in some of these youngsters. So the key is going to be, and I know I've mentioned this before, is getting these guys playing time. Because Samba, do we start playing him now or do we wait? I think we're going to try and send him out on loan in the January window and then get him back in. Shihab is wanted on loan by Grenoble. We could send him out. Chojo Wong we should probably send out. Kubi we're playing now. Some of these guys, like Sissoko and stuff like that, I mean, they're just here for under 19 depth more than anything else. Wiegand is wanted. Dewey's wanted. Basic is wanted. He had and Madrid. What is he valued at? 23 to 25 million. Frankly, I'm in the frame of mind right now. If any team offers me close to that, I'm willing to let him go. It might be a mistake, but that's how I feel about it. I also feel really, really mad that we lost that last game against Lens. I spoke out loud, and the RM gods laughed and pointed and said, "We're going to show you. Here's a bottle of Dr. Benji's finest bottle drop juice." It's not Sprite, that's for damn sure. So, not the best episode. 2 losses. We snatched defeat from the jaws of a tie there at the end against Lens. And that's entirely my fault, because like I just said, I spoke out loud. The FM gods listened. I got punished. Probably punished me for not cutting my hair, too. I'm working on that, I promise. So my barber got back today. He actually called me and said he'll be open this weekend. So we'll have to see what happens. That said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellico. I thank you very much for watching.